Hello and welcome to Bakinglady Tutorials. Today I'm going to show you how to decorate these gorgeous little cookies in the shape of flip-flops. They're a lovely little gift for somebody, or you can have them as keepsakes for weddings and birthdays, and they just are so easy and quick to make. You'll find the recipe for the actual cookie dough on my website, which is www.bakinglady.webs.com, and you'll need one batch of the chocolate cookies to make these little cookie dough biscuits. Okay, let me just move these out of the way and I can show you how to make them. So the first thing that you need is your cookie, and I have made 16 of my cookies. They are very easy to make, and what I did was I actually made a template and I drew round and I just made a very simple little template. If you're not very good at drawing, then why don't you draw around a new insole or the base of a flip-flop or something, and then you can reduce it down on the photocopier to the size that you need. But this is what I've done, and I've put it onto cardboard just to make it a little bit more easy to use instead of just breaking. So I've got my cookie. Move that out of the way, and then you need to get some icing or some fondant, ready to roll is the other name for it, in your chosen colour. This time I'm going to be doing some pink, and I'm actually going to be putting some chocolate and some white stripes on it, so it's going to be a bit of a zebra-y type pattern. And the first thing that you need to do is you need to roll out your pink, your base colour, in to about 4 or 5 millimeters thick. You don't want to go too thin at this stage because you're going to be putting some stripes on. And I've just got some brown, and then you're just going to be softening this up if it's a little bit hard, which mine is, and then make some long, thin that's it, some ropes, just like that. And then if you just put them on top in a random pattern, it doesn't matter how you do this at this stage, just like that. And then I've got some white, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing with the white. Make some thin rope, just like that. And then you're just going to put this onto your icing, nice and easy. Just put it on very quickly. It doesn't matter if it's not very neat. And then use your rolling pin just to roll it out so that it's all the same thickness. And you're going to go down to about 2 or 3 millimeters thick at this stage. So once you've done that, use your template to cut out a shape. And if you need to tighten up your edges and make them neat, then it's the best stage to do it. Get your cookie. Make sure that your icing is not stuck. Just like that. And then what I've got here is I've got a little bit of jam. It's apricot jam that I've boiled in the microwave, and it just helps the icing to stick. If you use water, I find that the icing goes a little bit sticky and doesn't look very nice. It will start to bubble. But if you use jam, which you boil and then sieve, and then you can put your little insole on the top, keep it nice and neat, finish off the edges, just like that. That's looking really cute already. So that's the first little bit done. And then I'm going to use some more pink for the little bar. So roll it out. If you need to use a little bit of icing to stop it sticking, then please do. I prefer not to use any icing because I find that it cracks, icing sugar, because I find that it cracks, and that's not the effect you want. So once you've got a little strip, you're going to cut it out to make your 2 bars. There's the first one, there's the second one. and it's about 1 centimetre thick. And what I've got here is I've got a little piece of silicone paper, and this just helps. And the second ingredient that I've got as an additional is actually some clear alcohol. It is, this one's Malibu, but you could use white rum, you could use vodka, and this just helps you to stick your glitter onto the icing. If you use water, I do find that it tends to go quite sticky, as I said, and it won't evaporate off, whereas the vodka or the alcohol will help it. So not only will it stick, also it tastes nice too. So if you just paint it on, making sure that you get all of it, just like that. And then I'm going to use some orange sugar, just to give it a little bit of sparkle, and I'm also going to use a little bit of glitter as well. If you put it onto the paper like I've done, you can just tip it straight back into the bottle when you've finished, so it recycles. And then push that down with your finger just to help it stick. And then I've got some glitter, edible glitter here. Sprinkle that as well, so you've got lots of lovely glitter and shine. You can never have too much glitter, it's the law. And the last thing that you need to do is just trim off the ends of one and then the other, and then lift these off your paper and get rid of it. And the last ingredient that I've got is a little bit of royal icing that I've knocked down with a little tiny bit of egg white, and you need to put a little dollop on the end, just like that, and then another little dollop there, and another dollop there. This just helps the icing to stick. You can use water, it's not an issue, but I find that icing is probably better. And then you put your first little strap on and bend it round at the back and flatten it down, just like that. And then the second one. So it goes on top, bends round, and then gets flattened. And then you can tidy it up as you want to, just like that. And then the very last thing that I've got is I've got some wafer daisies. I found these in the supermarket. They're by Dr. Oetker, and I'm not selling their product, but they are really sweet. And they look really cute, and I just thought that I didn't know what else to use them for, and I thought I would use them for this. So a little tiny dollop on the end, just to keep the daisies on. You can make your own flowers. If you've got cutters, then I would recommend you using your own cutters, but for quickness and convenience, and if you're not very experienced, it's really nice to be able to use a product that's readily available on the market. And there's your cookie, which is really, really cute. There's the first one that I did, and then I'll show you again. I've got the little cookie that looks like a ladybird. This one I've used, I don't know if you can see it, I've used a embossing mat which looks like this, and you just press it down. And then I've got the first ones that I started off with, which are the little dots. To make the dots, all you do is make little tiny balls and push it into the icing at the same stage that I did the stripes. So you can make lots, have fun. Find more videos like this at www.bakinglady.webs.com. And if you like this video, please like me. Thank you, bye.